President Obama, how has his election affected you both politically, professionally, and personally? How has his election affected you?
I am a part of the Obama White House educational tour with Reverend Al Sharpton, Newt Gingrich, and our Secretary of Education, which is Ernie Duncan. And being asked to be a part of that as one of the only actresses, for me it was like, wow, this is the closest I may even get to the White House. But more importantly, I have a voice that I can bring awareness to education. And what happens to even me is when I go inside those schools and I look at the kids, it's a little intimidating when you get the big wigs to come in. But when they see me, it's an automatic. That means I got it. I got it. So that means if I got them, what comes out of my mouth gotta be important. So I flip it. I give them the voice and I say, you know what? What is it that I can do? What is it that you would like to see done? Some kids said, you know what? My teacher told me that, you know, she gonna collect her check whether I learn or not. Really? That's the day in the life that we're in, where the teachers don't give a damn anymore. So now we got to go back. Either we got to give them more money so they can care, or we got to get real people in there to care about the future of our world and our kids. That's what we got to do with that money. So when you're hearing this from the kids, and you got to put music back in school, because see, music is universal. Music makes all of us come together. So if you're taking the music in recess, remember recess? You know, that was the fun time. We look forward to that. I'm sure that they look forward to that. Now you gotta have some downtime. You can't just pound it in them and maybe longer school hours. Because I'm telling you, this show ain't a lot for them to do out on the streets anymore. And what is this? Sitting in front of the TV just doing it, getting carpal tunnel, and ain't doing no work. For what? What is this game? Auto theft, grand auto theft, and you can run over people and shoplift and break people and all. What kind of game is that? Why are we giving our kids that? But you know what? It goes back to the money, the power of the dollar. That's what it's about. So we got to take back that power from the dollar. Look at what's going on now with our economy. We so low right now to people's backstealing. You can't even keep your job to retire anymore because there's no retirement. Health. I never really cared about different things that didn't really affect me because I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it. So you asked me about what does Obama mean to me as being the president now? I never really cared about an election the way that I cared about his presidential election. I voted for Clinton. That was the closest I thought we would get to a black president, you know. But Obama, for me, I was on the phone, rock the vote. Vote in the jails. When I tell you, I spread it like vote, 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 because now to me, it's telling our young men, put your pants up. Nobody wants to see your underwear. Why do I want to see that? I want to see that when it's time for me to see that. And when it's time for me to see that, why am I sharing that with everybody else? Do you really know what that really means and where that originated from, why you got your pants sagging down your butt? Why? That's not dressed. That's not meaning that you hanging a good suit on your body. How do you go into the work environment like that? What kind of doctor are you gonna see? When you go to the doctor and you have a terminal illness, and you say, okay, I'm going to see this doctor, he go, yeah, so you know, you stick out your tongue and say, is that really the type of doctor that you want to go to? Do you want to go to the doctor that got all D's or A's? Because yeah, the one that got all D's, he passed. Oh yeah, he passed. But how smart is he really? Are you going to want him to be diagnosing you? Absolutely not. So I understand. So we have to be able to think of things in advance. Take people like myself to be able to say, you know what, I was one of those ones and I'm learning. I'm always learning how to be better. And I'm learning that from other people that's out there doing what I'm doing now. Taking a stand, taking a chance, taking their opportunity, saying, you know what, I was, but I'm not any longer. I'm not going to accept it anymore. It has to be that. And if it takes the first 10 of us to step out, to have the rest of them follow, then so be it. But you got to start taking a stand somewhere.
Okay. So you've done movies and TV shows. What inspired you to be an actress?
I used to model, and I like that all eyes on me kind of feel. I used to do runway modeling, so I became one of the #1 models in Chicago, and I would get up there and people go, "Are you going to do the fashion show?" And I would go, "Oh." And that made me realize that I had a little following. So I thought, well, maybe, what do I get this all eyes on me kind of feel again, you know? And I never thought movies, I never thought big screen or anything. I thought maybe commercials or campaigns, and I actually did that. And someone else saw something in me and said, you know, you have something, and I think you need to explore the possibility of becoming an actress. And I said, okay, I'll try it, and I tried.
So I've heard you have a movie coming out with Ray J, and what can we expect to be the movie about?
Now, I've been gone away from the scene for about 3 years on the island of Turks and Caicos being First Lady. So I haven't done any movies in the last maybe 6 years because I was doing TV for all of us for a 4-year successful run on CW. So the movie that you're talking about with Ray J is an older movie that I did a long time ago that was an independent film. And they just got distribution to let it come out. So I can't even remember kind of the character. I think I played a voodoo lady or something like that, you know. So, it is something that actually was a long time ago.
And you have a new reality show coming out on TV1.
Now we get into the meat of it. Yes, DJ.
So what can we expect to be in the reality show, people, guest appearances, what's happening?
It's a whole lot of me. This show is called Lisa Raye, The Real McCoy. And a lot of people don't realize that Lisa Raye is my first name and my last name actually is McCoy. And there's a saying that when something is real, it's called The Real McCoy. So it's going to kind of help push the brand of my last name being McCoy. It is about my celebrity turned royalty, if you will, with the First Lady position and back into Hollywood. It deals with the drama of the scandal of my divorce, what is going on over in Turks and Caicos on this island, which made my divorce very complicated, which meant the British took over Turks and Caicos, which kind of implemented me some and kind of helped me some in the same aspect. So that's the little political side. My show takes me to the Black Caucus in DC, where I have a birthday party with the Reverend Al Sharpton and Congresswoman Maxine Waters. I have some star power with Jamie Foxx is in the reality show. I have Baby from Cash Money Millionaires. I have Sean Paul. I have Tina Marie. I have Jay Sean. I have my sister, Brad. I actually take the cameras to visit her in prison and come back. I am also dealing with my comeback in my career, how I'm dealing with everything that's going on. My 20-year-old daughter back home from college living with me, and how is that, being a single parent all over again. It is about the refocus of getting back to business, getting back to doing what I do.
So I have one more question now. So you've done at least about 6 movies, right?
Probably.
Okay, so out of the movies that you've done, what would be your top 3 favorites that you would like to watch?
I am forever diamond for Players Club. So that is my art cult film as a black nation. So I can't get away from that. But my best work for me is a movie called Civil Brand. And it was a prison movie. I had no makeup on. It was totally about the character. She was a mom that was abused. And she actually went to jail for killing her husband. Left her daughter out in the real world, and her daughter got shot. And they had to actually come to jail and tell her that your daughter's gone. So now she feels very alone. She has to unite with the inmates inside jail. And that was a real deep character for me. I tapped into what if I would have lost my daughter that way, and what if I had to rely on people that I don't know to be able to build a bond. And which is what I'm actually saying about what we need to do out here in this society. You need to branch or come together and extend that olive branch, which is, hey, we may not get along, but hey, can we talk about it? Let's communicate here. Let's build that bridge and say, you know what, we got work to do. Let's be able to do that together. So to me, Civil Brand was not a movie that was able to be seen all over. It was limited distribution, but that was my best work. Oh wow, are you sure? Yeah. I'm here for you now.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, that's fine.
Very well.
Thank you so much.
So very well.